Hi, welcome to my channel. I'll be teaching you how to calculate school result sheets using Microsoft Excel. So let's jump into the class.
This is sample for a school result sheet. I'll be working with this template with five subjects, which is subject from subject 1 to subject 5. I'll be using a sample of 10 students in getting or calculating the result sheet of this particular school. So let's jump in. I will be inputting the names of the students randomly, the text scores, and the exam scores. So when we are done inputting that, we will now show you how to calculate the subtotals, totals, the total, the average, and the grade. And also, we will also get the position for each student in that class. So let's take you to where I've inputted all the subjects, the test scores, and the exam scores. Okay, now the test scores and the exam scores for each of these students have been imputed. We have the students, which is 10 students, which we're working with, and we are making use of 5 subjects. So the test scores and exam scores are already here. So we need to get the total for each of these subjects. In this case, we tag them as subject total. So to get this, we'll be making use of a cell formula, which is sum, which is used for addition of two numbers. So we are adding the test score and the exam score so that we can be able to get the exam score. So click on the subtotal and say equals sum, open bracket. The cell name for 32 is D5 colon. And what is the cell name for 50 is E5. So we say E5. Then we close the bracket and hit the enter key. So automatically this will give us the total of 32 plus 50. So we are not going to do this for all the students. Since we have already generated this score for the first student, we can take our cursor down to this edge. When it touches to this cross sign, we click and hold our mouse and drag down. So automatically this will generate the total for each of the students in that class. So we can decide to make this bold so that we can be able to differentiate this. We can decide to make it bold or give it another color so that we can differentiate from other numbers. So this is for subtotal. So let's also do this for subject 2. This was done for subject 1. Here we say equals open bracket equals sum rather open bracket. What do we want to add? We want to add from G5, which is this number 31, and here is H5. We want to add these two numbers together. So we have G5 colon H5. Then close the bracket, hit the enter key. When you do that, drag down. That is that. You can also decide to make this bold so that we can be able to differentiate and give it a color. So we can also do this for all the subjects. In this case, we say equals sum open bracket. What do you want to add? This is cell J5. J5, say colon, and this is K5. Close the bracket and hit the enter key. So we drag down. Similarly, we can do this for all the subjects. Well done. Can give it a color, can make it bold. So if you don't want to keep on typing this for this, you can simply click on one of these. Copy, that is by pressing Ctrl C. Go to the place you want to get the subject total, click on it and press Ctrl V. Automatically to give you the answer for that particular cell. So you can also do this for this other one, Ctrl V, click on it. Okay. You have this, the 27 plus this will give us 71. So you drag down. You can also click, copy, go to the next one where you want to get the subtotal. Since they are using the same formula, the same pattern of formula, Ctrl V, you get your answer. So we drag down. So we have successfully generated the total for each of the subjects offered in that class for each of the students. We have generated the total, but now we want to get the total, the overall total in all the subjects. Overall total in all the subjects for each student in that class. We have the subject total, and this is the total for all the subjects that are offered in that class for each of the students. So to do that, we will say equals sum open bracket. Since these numbers, because what we want to add is the numbers on blue, all the subject totals which we have colored blue, since they are not together, we are not going to make use of code. We are going to use comma to separate them. So we say, what is the cell name here? The cell name here is F5, comma, cell name here is I5, comma, L5, comma, O5, comma, and R5. So these are the subject totals. When we add them together, it will give us the total for all the subjects offered in that particular class. So we close the bracket, hit your enter key, and take your cursor down here, drag down to give you the total for all the subjects offered in that class by each of the students. So you can decide to make it bold and also give it a color of your choice. So as to separate them from others. So that is that. So let's get to average. Average is also to get average is dividing all the subjects, the total divided by the number of subjects offered in that class. Mathematically, which is adding the subjects totals divided by how many subjects is being offered in that class. 5 subjects offered. So that is the total divided by 5. But to do this in Excel, we want to do it in this way. We say equals average, open bracket, calculating the average of these subjects from subject 1 down to subject 5. Average this, comma, this, comma, this, comma, this, comma, and that. So when we do that, we close the bracket and hit enter key. So take it here and drag down. So this will give us the average of all the students in that class and all the subjects being offered in that particular class. So you can also decide to make it bold. Now to get the grade, in order to get grade, we will use the if function. We will use the if function of a cell so as to get the grade. Let's assume that in this class, this is a hint of what we want to do in grade. In getting the grade, let's say students that got the average from 70 to 100, they will be tagged as excellent. If your average is from 50 to 70, below 70, and then 69.9 is credit. From 40 down to 50 is pass, and from anything below 40 is fail. This is just for this particular class. You can decide to use that on your own template, on your own school, whatever thing you want to use in order to get the grade of students. But this is just an idea how you can tabulate the grades of students. So we'll be using the if function to do this task. So here, we'll come here and say equals if, open bracket, if T5 is the average, calculating the average, if T5 is greater or equal to 70, that is anyone greater or equal to 70, what do you, which grade should that person get? You say double quotation sign, excellent. You close the double quotation, hit your comma. If, open another bracket, T5, if it is greater or equal to 50, comma, double quotation sign, let the person get credit. Close the double quotation, comma, if open bracket T5 is greater or equal to 40. If it's greater or equal to 40, comma, double quotation sign, fail, pass rather. Comma. So if, open bracket, T5 is less than, so anything less than, which is the last option here, below 40, anything less than 40, let it be fail. Double quotation sign. Then how many times have we opened bracket here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is also the number of times you are going to close your bracket. So we close our brackets 4 times, and they will correspond to different colors there. So when we do that, we hit our enter key. So when you look at this, you find out that this person, Usman, got the average here is 79, and anything above 70, excellent. This is 38.6. Anything below 40, from our analysis here, anything below 40 should give us a fail. So take our cursor down to this place and drag down. So when you look at this, you find out that 38.6 is fail, 7.6 is credit, 45.6 is pass, and so on. So that is how to get the average, the grade for each of the students in a particular class. So in order to get the position, so that you know who got the first position or not, we use a command which we call rank. Rank, open bracket, we are ranking them using the average. So we say T5, comma, use a dollar sign, T5, T, dollar sign, 5, colon. We are calculating this from here down to this place, which is this is T14. So we say dollar sign T, not dollar sign 14. So close the bracket and hit enter. So when we do this, we drag. So with this, automatically you find out that this person here got third position. The first position here, which is with an average of 86.8, is first position. Second position is 82.6 here. So that is how to calculate this. You can decide to sort so that the first person to be arranged in ascending or descending order depending on what you want to do. You can decide to highlight everything and sort as you like so that you can see the students being arranged in how they are, or the person that got first to be showing first and so on. So this is how to calculate the school result sheet for any particular student, any particular school rather, using Excel sheet. I hope this class was helpful. If it's helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.